What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Stand Tall. It is September 2nd, and we are going to go through a couple of different verses today. So I hope you guys are excited. We are going to strap in and do just a couple. So here we go. The 9 situations, which is chapter 11, starting with verse 32. The principle on which to manage an army is to set upon one standard of courage which all must reach. 33. How to make the best of both strong and weak. That is a question involving the proper use of ground. 34. Thus, the skillful general conducts his army just as though he were leading a single man willy-nilly by the hand. Willy-nilly, that's a funny translation. 35. It is the business of a general to be quiet and thus ensure secrecy, upright and just, and thus maintain order. 36. He must be able to mystify his officers and men by false reports and appearances, and thus keep them in total ignorance. Interesting. The business of a general. He says upright and just, maintaining order. He must be able to mystify his officers and keep them in total ignorance. Interesting. There is a discussion to be had there around information and what we're keeping from our men and all of that. So let's see here. So we finished with that one. Okay. Master Sun says, to even out bravery and make it uniform is the Tao of organization. To be successful with both the hard and soft is based on the pattern of the ground. Chin Hao says, if the orders are strict and clear, the brave cannot advance by themselves and the timid cannot shrink back by themselves. So the army is like one man. Zheng Yu says, if you get the advantage of the ground, you can overcome opponents even with soft, weak troops. How much the more with hard, strong troops? What makes it possible for both strong and weak to be useful is the configuration of the ground. So the environment is really important. Master Sun says, therefore those skilled in military operations achieve cooperation in a group so that directing the group is like directing a single individual with no other choice. Dumu says, people having no other choice is a metaphor for ease with which they can be directed. Interesting. Master Sun says, the business of the general is quiet and secret, fair and orderly. Mei Yao Chen says, if you are quiet and inconspicuous, others will not be able to figure you out. If you are accurate and orderly, others will not be able to disturb you. Zhang Yu says his plans are calm and deeply hidden, so no one can figure them out. His regime is fair and orderly, so no one dares take him lightly. Master Sun says he can keep the soldiers unaware, make them ignorant. Li Quan says this is because his plans are as yet unripe, and he does not want the soldiers to know them because it is appropriate to enjoy the final accomplishment with them, but not to plan the initial strategy with them. Dumu and Zhang Yu. This is how to make them know nothing but to follow orders, unaware of anything else. Interesting. All right. And go over here and see if there's any correlations that we can draw from that. We're in September, which is all about fortitude and resilience. And September 2nd is today. The Philosopher's School is a hospital. This is the title of the reflection in Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanswood's book, The Daily Stoic. So go grab a copy. You're missing out if you don't have one. Men, the philosopher's lecture hall is a hospital. You shouldn't walk out of it feeling pleasure but pain if you aren't well when you enter it. Epictetus Discourses 3.23.30. Have you ever been to physical therapy or rehab? No matter what the name implies or how many people see you lying about getting massages, it's not a fun place to be. It turns out that healing hurts. The trained experts know exactly where to exert pressure, what to subject to stress so that they can strengthen where the patient is weak and help stimulate the areas that have atrophied. Stoic philosophy is a lot like that. Some observations or exercises will touch one of your pressure points. It's nothing personal, it's supposed to hurt. That's how you develop the will to endure and persevere through life's many difficulties. Life's many difficulties being the ground, right? All dependent on the environment. Life's many difficulties, the principle on which to manage an army. Set the standard of courage, which all must reach. Make a best of both strong and weak. Be upright and just, maintaining order. And then if you need to mystify your officers, that sometimes is what needs to be done. So I think the correlation there is that, you know, it's going to hurt no matter what. Life sucks sometimes, but you just keep moving forward, and you just keep analyzing the situation and keep standing tall, right? We keep reflecting and we keep getting better, even if it's just 1% one day, 3% another day, 2.5% another day. As long as we're just incrementally better, that's what we're after. So keep standing tall. Thanks, guys.